Hey guys, it's Kelsey. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Let's just go ahead and jump on into this video. I am filming the best and worst purchases I made in 2019 video. I've done one of these videos similar before, my best and worst purchases in my early 20s. But I feel like there's just, always new purchases to be made. So these videos, may as well just keep on coming because I got a lot to share with you. Anyways, let's move on to the worst purchases I made in 2019. And I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna start this one off with a bang, with a controversial subject, and that is a college education. Okay, no, not actually. Basically, what I'm trying to say, my worst purchase, worst decision in 2019, one of them at least, would have to be taking the summer classes that I did. And that's because I did take summer classes in 2018. I took 3 classes. None of them overlapped. They were all back to back. So I took 2 art history classes and then a photography class. And they were really, really good. I loved them so much. Still probably goes down as like my favorite university classes I've taken, honestly. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that again for 2019. But at this point, I had taken summer classes all of 2018, did school all of like fall, winter 2018, all the beginning of 2019. And then like I was just going straight. So like I was in school for like over a year and a half straight when I went into my 2019 summer classes, and I was feeling burnt out. And well, the classes I did take for my 2019 summer courses were philosophy, as well as computer science and math, and the computer science and math classes overlapped with each other. So a little bit different than my 2018 summer classes, which were all first year classes, still very difficult, but none of them overlapped. They were subjects that I enjoyed a lot more, and I hadn't been in school that long at that point. So it was just a terrible choice, to be honest. I basically just like threw away a lot of money, didn't do that well in those classes because they were so jam-packed. They were such heavy courses that should never be condensed to that short period of a time, and I just kind of crashed and burned. I really just wasted basically the whole summer being miserable in my summer classes. Didn't even get that good of grades because I just couldn't mentally or physically, like it was just too much. And I just, wasted a lot of money and time. So, bad choice. Will not be taking summer classes this summer, and I honestly cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. And then another thing that goes along with school would have to be textbooks. Now, again, kind of controversial, but I just kind of realized in cleaning out my office and thinking about, my mistakes or my school period. Yeah, I've just learned a lot of things the hard way with my education because I was the first one in my family to go to university. I feel like I was like really the guinea pig in like trying to like figure it all out, and I've just had to learn a lot of things the hard way. So one of those being is buying textbooks. So a lot of professors will say, okay, so you need the newest, say it's the 8th generation of the textbook for this year. You can buy it at the bookstore for like $300. Or if you want to get the textbook that we used last year, the 7th generation, you can buy it from any of the kids on campus that are selling it on Facebook, on Kijiji, for $50. And everything's going to be pretty much the same. They just update a couple things here and there. So it's your choice. And you're like, okay, $50 or $300. Wonder which one I'll do. So I would get the older textbooks. And it has screwed me over twice now. It's just a really tough choice, honestly, because most of the time there is hardly zero changes between the two textbooks and you save like $250 and your life is fine. And other times they completely rearrange the order of all the chapters, and then your professor's like, okay, we're doing chapters 7 to 10. And so you read chapters 7 to 10, but you're actually reading the chapters 6, 14, and 11 that you aren't being tested on at the moment. So that's fun. That happened to me in psychology and kind of really screwed me up. And then at that point I had already spent like $50 on the old textbook, and I didn't want to have to go spend hundreds of dollars on the new textbook. So I just tried to figure out the differences between the two textbooks and like had to make like my own cheat sheet on like which chapter I actually have to do, and sometimes you just wouldn't get it right and it just wasn't worth the added stress. Ooh, one bad purchase I have that actually has to do with our office makeover that I talked about in my best purchases would have to be the rug that I bought for this room. I had, initially made this like mood board of like what the office is going to look like. I picked out this like pink chair that was going to be my desk chair, picked out this like nice gray rug that I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so cute. I wasn't really thinking how bad it would be that like this room is carpeted and then throwing an area rug over that. For an office, it just doesn't really work with chairs on top of it. It like just, you can't even like use an office rolly chair with like 2 layers of carpet. It just like gets all messed up. So that was just bad to begin with. We laid it in here and we're like, oh, this is not gonna work. So we took it out of here within like, literally we just tried it for like 10 minutes. We're like, okay, this isn't gonna work. But I really liked the pattern of the carpet, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put it in the living room. It'll still be cute. So I put it under the coffee table in the living room. And I noticed when we had originally taken it out of the packaging that it had some like rolls in it, but that's pretty normal, I thought. When, you have just got it, you kind of like just have to flatten it out. I've experienced that before and it's flattened out fine. So, yeah, I put it under the coffee table. I put some weighted books on it. I just like tried to flatten her out, and it is officially like a whole year later, and it is the most wrinkly carpet I've ever seen in my life, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I would just get rid of it and donate it immediately, but the carpet we have in the basement is white, so I just feel like it needs an area rug, or else we're just gonna get a bunch of stains on it. And I don't want to buy another rug, so now I just have this god-awful, like, this rug. Like, I'm not even, like, it literally will not lay flat. It's just the worst. The worst. I got it off of, I think, Wayfair. I'll have it on the screen here if it's not Wayfair. And it was like $120 or something like that, which is, like, pretty cheap for a rug. And it looks like the pattern is so cute, like it could be so good, but it's god-awful, so yeah, that really sucks, and it annoys me because I look at it every day and I try to straighten it out like constantly. It like rolls up on itself. I think that's something I have to fix this year. I'm gonna write that down. Like it actually pisses me off so much just to see it. So, yeah. Bad purchase. Bad purchase. So one of the other things I wanted to put on this list is kind of just silly, but I thought, some of you guys may have wanted to purchase these yourself, so I thought I would give my little mini review. And it is on blue light glasses. And let me just put this out there. It might just be this specific brand and style of glass. I'm not saying that, good quality blue light glasses are crappy or whatever, but I'm saying that these ones in particular are trash can worthy. And I've basically only held onto them to film this video. I purchased these after having to remove my warm light filter on my computer that would, help with blue lights. I had to take that off my computer because it was really messing around with my color correcting abilities with editing photos and editing videos. But I purchased these because I thought after I took that filter off, I was getting more headaches and it was just really affecting my eyes being on my computer for long periods of time. So I purchased these glasses after hearing a lot of really, really good things about them. specifically about this brand off of Amazon. So I was like, okay, I'm going to purchase these. And they are literally the worst lenses I've ever seen in my life. Like, they're actually like probably worse quality than like the 3D glasses you'll get at the movie theater. They're like so cloudy. I think I would get a headache just off of like the sheer fact that I can't see shit, because they're just like literally so, they're not even glass, like they're plastic. They're like so smudgy, and like not just from me, like from like you literally can't get them clear. And they're just like literally garbage. And I think they're like $25 off of Amazon. They have really good reviews. And I'm just like kind of shook because they suck. So, bad purchase. I would be down to try like a better quality blue light glass at some point. But yeah, it's a no for me on these guys. This is the TIJN brand off of Amazon. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. So yeah, that's the tea on that, sis. The last thing I wanted to talk about in reflecting on my 2019 purchases doesn't technically count as a worst or best purchase, but more so just on the fact that I'm reflecting on just the amount of stuff that I purchase. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy with the large majority of the things that I make. I think I do make good purchases other than, you know, the things I've shared with you today. But I also do just make a lot of purchases that maybe not always are necessary. So yeah, I just think that that's something I want to try to be a little bit better with in 2020. I feel like I don't even like admitting this, but I think that I am a little bit easily persuaded from, you know, the influencers and other YouTubers and stuff that I follow online. I feel like I'm always pressuring myself to like have everything all mapped out, so I have, you know, staples and everything set in every category of my life, which is just expensive. So I think it's something that I really want to work on, is just saving more. I don't know, it's tough, guys. I have a list on my phone that is so long of things that I would like to purchase, just, you know, when I can. And I think I just need to work on a little bit more balance. Maybe I can allow myself to purchase those things if I'm also saving money, if that makes sense. Just want to work on that a little bit more. I feel like it's hard when you're a student, and like I said a few videos back, I just started a new job not long ago, so I feel like I finally have a little bit of money to spend, and I just haven't really had the opportunity to purchase things in a while, even though I have been when I shouldn't have been, and it's just tough. I feel like with the culture that we live in right now, it's just like a buy culture. I was thinking the other day, if I didn't have Instagram, I feel like the wish list I have on my phone would be less than half the size, because I just wouldn't even know that those things were out there. Which I'm not saying that's like a positive or negative thing, but it's just a thing. Just something to think about, you know? Catch me purchasing a lot of things in 2020. Catch me trying not to purchase all of the things in 2020, you know? Gonna try to save a little bit of money as well, or just, you know, work on paying off some of my student debt. Fun times. Anyways, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this week's video. Like I said, I do have some videos upcoming that I am really excited about. I want to work on a lot more bigger types of videos this year. It's funny because most of those cost a lot of money. Kind of contradicts what I was just talking about. But anyways, thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.
Are you still there? To delete your message, press 7. To save it in the archives, press 9. To hear more options, press 0.
What are you talking about?